Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Z2X. I'm here joined again by the
Ex-mom. I'm not an ex-mom. I am the mom, Gen X.
X mom would imply that I'm dead, and I'm not
I
currently
know. Or
reporting
I would
from
be
the
dead,
underworld.
or
So,
yeah. Please don't ever say that. That's awful.
but however,
Awful.
um,
However,
we are going to be talking about you know, the man
the
himself,
documentary.
Oil, Mr. Oil over here,
Yeah,
um,
the diddler,
the
as we
diddler,
the diddler. Um,
Sh-
because you finally, I've been trying to get you to watch
Sean
that
P.
documentary.
Diddy Combs, the documentary, The
Yeah,
Reckoning.
The Reckoning on Netflix. But I've been trying to get you to watch it since it came out last week on Wednesday. I freaking binge watched it. I did it two nights,
I'm
right?
not really a documentary person, so
No,
most people
but
my
when you
age can
watched it,
probably relate with that.
but when you watched it, it wasn't bad, right? It was just different.
There was
But
no
yeah, I
Subway
guess
Surfers in the background. Come on, guys.
you know what's funny is that I actually didn't even think about that it might be hard for you to your pay attention because your generation is go
Well,
go go go.
Also mainly the thing is that my generation likes more fictional stuff or
Yeah.
someone giving their like
You know
reaction
what?
YouTubers.
I think that's more young people period because when I was younger, I liked documentaries, but none of my friends liked documentaries. None of them watched it until you're older. But anyway, so I watched it and you know, it just made me reiterate and solidify what kind of a gross person he is. I can't cuss. We're not going to say any bad words. But it just showed me. I don't think that it changed most. I doubt it changed people's feelings because I think that people are going to have their own impression of him no matter what. And you kind of see that through the documentary, that people are just kind of starstruck. And I think that plus
Yeah.
they mention a lot of times through the documentary the culture and meaning the African American, you know, black
hmm
culture, that they don't want to rock bridges because they don't really want their culture to look bad. You know, someone who's high up as him, they don't really want to, you know.
Because it reflects on the rest of the community poorly.
Exactly, and that's what, and they made a lot of comments like that. But yeah, I mean, what did you think overall? Just give me a really rough. What did you think, knowing the trial, because you watched it after the trial,
Yeah.
obviously, and what did you think about it, him after that?
Man, there's something really grand about it all. It's really weird, but they're like he is a villain, and I know why people root for him. Like he's got
Really?
yeah I know why he does have this weird charisma to him. Like
Yeah,
even through all these bad things, but it's he has like that, what's it called? You know how villains have, right?
yeah.
Like
That little je ne sais quoi,
yeah,
you
like
know,
he's got
something's
this
got
like
there.
the he always flips everything, and you're like, you know, this guy is horrible. He's an awful person, but there's that little feeling in the back of your mind, like this guy is like, you know, like, oh, like look at this guy, right? Like he is. How did he get away with that? How like
Yeah,
he makes himself like the underdog. He puts himself like the
yeah.
underdog, and
And like, or he's the good guy.
yeah,
Like that's what he tries to turn around. Like, oh, look how awesome I am.
yeah, like, and
But
they're trying to
but
put
he's
him down. It's really weird because it almost makes it what would the word be? Yeah, like he is like the way he makes it is that subconscious little thing that we like rooting for underdogs or whatever, or good guys. Like it almost makes that tick, and
yeah.
but again though, like, you know, the overwhelming feeling of justice or you know, goodness in your heart. At least in
Uh-huh.
my heart, I know that he is like this horrible person, but I also like I see it and I'm like, I get it though. I like after you
Oh,
see
you
him
get his
after.
charisma.
Yeah, I get his charisma. Of course, I don't get the things like why would you have that much charisma and fucking give it up for such BS,
You
right?
cussed first the night before me.
We passed the 4 minute mark. It's okay.
Oh.
The
You know, but I think it's crazy that he Cosby'd started Cosbying people in the 90s.
Do you think he was inspired? Him and Cosby maybe
Well,
like.
Cosby didn't get caught until way later, but I'm just saying he was Cosbying people, but he also, I think that his charisma and all that stuff, is definitely learned from his mother. His mother, I don't know what his mom was. I'm not going to say she's a prostitute, but I don't want to talk about, you know, the underbelly things about people say their relationship was with his mom. Let's not talk about that part. But I will say that I think she clearly had ties in some sort of a gang
Yeah,
thing
she had heavy
because
gang ties.
yeah, and I don't know if she was a prostitute or something, but that's kind of what I got out of it. But from it kind of insinuated she was into something seedy, and she had to been because she was a single mom and she lived in this house.
That is
You know,
literally one
they
of the
did a
most
lot of
famous
stuff.
archetypes ever. Is like in terms of like that kind of shady area is single mom with like like a suspicious amount of money for how like, you know, she's not
Yeah,
working or
where
quote unquote working or
yeah, she
whatever.
worked like part-time or
Yeah, and
sometimes
being
at
able to support
night.
like a full
Yeah, and
like that
he
is.
dressed
He was a
very, very
dandy.
well.
They even described it. He was a
Yeah,
dandy.
they describe it as a dandy. And he went to private Catholic school. But he also learned marketing. That's where he went to college for marketing. And I think that in PR. And I think that's where he learned because he used to emulate people after that. And I think that's why he had such insecurities, truthfully, and why he stole people that he wanted to be like. He stole their women. And in the documentary, it showed him beating his women from the 90s. Like he would beat the crap out of them all the
It
time.
wasn't a new development. It was something
No,
he
it's
always
not this
did.
yeah. So that, and you know, what did you think? I mean, to me, it didn't change anything because I always knew once a beater, you're always a beater, and you
Yeah.
probably did it way before you're talking about it in your 50s. I've always been disappointed with the jury and how they handled that. I couldn't believe they let him off. But then we got to hear two jurors, and
It became
one that
immediately obvious.
immediately obvious why they let him off, because one, that Indian dude had no idea what grooming was. He's probably never even heard that term in his life. He's an old Indian guy. He was saying, oh, it's just a love story. They were just really in love with each other. Never understanding that this dude totally messed with her mind since she was, 18, 19 years old.
I'm sorry, but like especially if you're like older and usually from the Indian culture, they like, you know, arranged marriages were very, very popular back
You
then.
just deal
Like
with it.
I
You
don't
deal with it.
like that is literally like what the culture. So someone like that, I don't even know. Like I feel like that's a bad person to put on the jury because that's literally like
Right.
because we are having. I'm sorry, we're having in a court in America and having someone with an entirely different set of values of what they think that consent is
Yeah,
just not like we all need to be on
It
the
was-
same page. I feel like when it comes to something like
I
that.
really, and I felt like that too. And then the woman, oh, so there's been rumors that she actually knew Diddy before the jury because they said there's pictures. Now,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true because, you know, nowadays AI, everything, you can fake a lot. But I will say that girl was starstruck. I don't care what anybody says. She tried to say that, oh, she wasn't a real big fan of his, but she was, you know, she in the culture.
No,
She grew up
I
with
was
that
thinking I was thinking the
music.
same thing. The look on her face was like seriously, like she revered this man. This is like
I know. Like, tell me, did you see it? Did you see
no,
that?
I saw like it like I completely forgot what you mentioned about the jury before, like when I got to that section, and then I saw her smile, and the first thing I wrote, I'm like, because like, you know, I have like
She was starstruck. She was starstruck.
like I was mainly listening to it because I had like stuff in the background, and then like I literally turned over. I'm like the like I can. It's so obvious. I can see it in the corner,
in her tone.
and in the corner of my eye, I can see her big ass smile, and I'm like, how could you be talking? Like you're talking about.
It gives you a creep vibe. You're like, chick, you're starstruck. So. And again, I go back to, I don't think the prosecutors did a good job. I kind of feel like they might have been on the take, and that's opinion. It's not a conspiracy. It's just, I'm throwing it out there.
You're allowed to have opinions.
I'm allowed to have an opinion. Something wasn't right with those prosecutors, especially after you watch this whole documentary. I'm like, if they had taken that documentary and actually did all that stuff in the courts, he would have got RICO because he stopped paying people. he's a jerk. He withholds money. He totally took out his best friend as a kid.
That one guy,
business partner.
what was his name? It was one of the last guys.
business-
The last guys. It was in 2022. They had the whole album that they made.
Oh my
and
gosh,
he was
that
like,
dude.
and he's like, I did the whole album and I got paid $29,000, which actually isn't even in my account yet.
No, exactly. And he was supposed to get paid $250,000 per year. So the first year and then the second year that he put it out there, he missed almost 2 years.
He basically,
of his
from what
life.
I saw, it probably would have been roughly like, because with the full album, all the bonuses he was supposed to get, because they usually do that shit.
Exactly.
Probably like sub $700,000, and then fucking
or
like
if $1 million. And the promises that Diddy made that poor dude, and now he's actually taking him to court for sexual harassment and defamation, because he said that
sometimes he said sometimes it's like I would go to sleep and it's like sometimes Diddy, it's like some woman would be in the bed with me, sometimes Diddy would be in the bed with me,
and he was not feeling good. That
he was sore. He said sore specifically, which is, I think everyone knows
he was
what that
drugged.
means.
He said he was drugged. He said he was drugged. But I also, let's go back. I forgot to go back. That the footage, we should put this too in the thumbnail for sure. The footage that Diddy and his lawyers and his mother is saying is against the law. Netflix needs to take it down. This is who Diddy is. If anybody watches the documentary, you really should watch it. Diddy will not pay people. He'll promise them the moon and give them a speck of dirt. He didn't sign an agreement with this dude, and it's been confirmed with multiple people. He never signed an agreement with the guy, and he promised to pay him and never paid him.
Yep.
So that contract, that the oral is void and null. If you don't fulfill your obligation on your side, then you don't get it. And that poor guy, like you said, the producer, oh my gosh. And he was brilliant. The song that he came up with.
Diddy said, real quick, Diddy said
back to that?
He danced for 4 hours after he heard it. That's how much Diddy, like, I'm gonna be honest, I've listened to songs for like a really long time straight, usually while like writing or like drawing or something. I don't think I have listened to a single song for 4 hours, like on repeat, and that's all I'm doing is dancing.
A section. It's not even a full song. It was a section.
It was like a minute. Yeah, it was like the chorus.
Yeah, and then Diddy. What did you think about Diddy calling himself Jesus?
That I'm like, bro is.
And he had it on film, dude. Anybody who's questioning this, that guy filmed it and he had it on there. And Diddy talking like this, that made me go, he's got a God complex. He thinks he's God.
Yeah, like
he's gross.
Yeah, seriously, like he.
But when you watch that part, what did you think about that?
I'm like, is this guy for real? Like, I felt like there was an air of uncomfortability in the room. Like, what the fuck do you say to that?
All of them. Everybody was.
What? Like, I would feel like someone's like joking. Like, you know, sometimes me and my friends, we say shit like that are like, I'm literally a god, because it's like you just did something in a game that was like crazy. But like, I'm not out here just giving speeches like I'm.
No, and he literally was telling them, did you just see how awesome that was? Are you guys like witnessing how awesome I am? It's like you guys are watching Jesus walk on water. Like, it's me. I did that. I am that awesome. Like, you're like, what?
What is bro waffling on about?
What's wrong with you? Like, you think you're Jesus? Oh, dude, how sacrilegious is he? His like.
And also, and I was gonna say earlier, like you know. At one point, he even was like, "You can't do this song because it says something bad about Jesus," and then he turns around and does like that shit, right? And compares.
Oh, I know. It was like everything. So from the '90s, if anybody's like watching this, recapping it, from the '90s, he's been shady. All the way starting in the '90s, he treated people bad. He bullied them. He sexually assaulted many women. And probably men.
I mean, bro, we saw the one dude.
That one dude. No, but even remember in the end, his old partner in Bad Boys, that he stole his 25% of Bad Boy Records. He even said he's suing him for sexual assault now, because he did stuff to him. Remember?
Yeah.
And he said, but he was so embarrassed, nobody wanted to say anything because it's man on man.
Well,
right?
and also, homosexuality
thing.
is looked down against, especially in the black community.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you will they'll just look at you like a pussy, like so another man, like, I mean, not even just black culture, but a lot of cultures will look down on you, like, oh, you're a pussy, you got raped by a dude, right? Like,
Yeah, like you're the weak man.
yeah,
Then.
you're weak,
But
like,
but this dude drugs people. Like he Cosby's people. He's Cosbying them.
yeah.
Again,
I mean, the whole thing about it is that they
Go ahead.
the oil and the other like, I mean, imagine drinks also, but like, I mean, they found evidence of the oil, all of it having like contact drug, like what's it called, skin, drugs that spread through skin contact.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Why didn't the prosecutors go after Diddy for drugs? I mean, he admitted he had all that. He admitted that he was giving it away. I mean, I think those prosecutors, and it was the feds too. I think that, I don't know, something is fishy. Something is fishy there. And P. Diddy was recording him and his lawyer's conversation. He was having that guy recorded. If I was his lawyer, I'd be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, transdermal, by the way. Yeah, he had fucking, I just looked it up. They had drugs that were, yeah, transdermal, like on all the baby oil, and I still think that's ridiculous that they didn't catch it for like drug, like this is like gallons of it, which means you're having a lot of this stuff.
They denied that they did because they didn't want to be charged with drugging people up.
Yo,
but that's the thing. He did drug people up. Anyway,
all I'm saying, either Costco is going crazy these days, or he put the drugs in, and I don't know. I don't think John Costco is putting the drugs in the baby oil.
And the thing is, I don't think that. And then everybody's kind of dissing on 50 Cent and saying he just didn't like P. Diddy, but 50 Cent didn't have anything to do with the production. He's the executive producer, but he doesn't have the final say on any of it. That one lady, she's the producer, and she had already started doing interviews during the his trial, and she had found all these. So out of all of these people that they were talking about that were on trial, that the guy, I don't even know how to say what, like, that were they interviewed and stuff. What did you think about how people reacted to the what was her name, Capricorn, his personal assistant, that one woman, when she said that she was kidnapped? I thought that was disgusting. I couldn't believe it that they didn't believe her. They didn't think that was believable. How is that not believable?
I can see that happening, honestly.
I know, me too. I was like, what do you mean? She said exactly what she just said to you, to us. How is that not believable?
Is it not believable?
I don't understand.
Is it not believable?
It's believable to me. He put a gun to her head. He basically kidnapped her and told her she's coming with him because he's going to go shoot up that guy that was dating Cassie.
I forgot his name because they went on a hike together.
Yeah, and so she was like, oh my gosh, and she called Cassie and said he's on his way, he's going to shoot him. I can't say the other word. And she was like, no, she wasn't even with him then, actually. I don't know where he was, but she wasn't with him. She was somewhere else. And she was like, don't do that, blah, 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 blah. And he had the gun, and he went over to his house and went into his house and stuff. And that lady's like, she goes, I was scared because he had a gun. She was like, I didn't even know he had guns. And here he's a felon.
He's not allowed to have a gun, right?
I know. I just couldn't believe it. And I can't believe the juror said that seemed implausible because of the person that he is. Are you kidding me?
Because the person that he is a crazy stand. Because I could see him doing that. Here's the thing. I understand because, I mean, to be fair, that is a absolutely with no context, an absolutely ludicrous story, right?
Well, to me, it sounds completely fine because she told the whole story on what happened because Cassie and him, and he was obsessed with Cassie, and he was gonna, he was gonna take down anybody who was, with Cassie, even though he was with a million other people. But how would you think that would be ludicrous? I just don't see it.
Specifically, like I am just looking at it from an objective perspective of like things that are like, wow, that's crazy, or you could poke holes in. If you were like trying to,
trying to poke holes.
Yeah, if you're trying to poke holes, is like I went on a hike with this person, and then he goes ballistic and goes crazy, like that, like to someone who is already suspicious or already is a fan of Diddy, that would be like,
Yeah.
whoa, so he just took it and then somehow he didn't die and no one heard about this until now after you said it. Like, that is what I think the perspective these guys are taking it from, because they're already on the side of Diddy. Like, they're already
Yeah,
partial.
exactly.
They're already
Yeah.
partial to him. So when they hear that, they like, I mean, you think like that is like, so no one heard about
Yeah.
this until you just said it now. Wow, like very convenient.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I imagine
Yeah.
these people are
That
thinking.
yeah, and I thought that was crazy because like, hello, look at who he is. I mean, they say anything. She even said that. If I said anything, I would never have a career again. This
I
is
mean,
my job.
multiple people all use the same words. He's the gatekeeper, like
Yes.
into the industry.
Yeah, and so yeah, exactly. And why the jurors didn't get that, I just feel like the juries was bad, the prosecutors were bad, his team, the people, they said that there was Instagram people and internet people that were out at the jury, and his team would go out and talk to them and say, no, post this, did you catch this? They were totally PRing the people. They were constantly
Yeah, they were running
going,
the PR in circles, basically.
yeah, it was, I think he's disgusting. His lawyers are disgusting. The whole thing is disgusting. And he deserves to be in prison for life. I mean, I really, truly think he does.
And he's getting
I don't know
2
how that
years.
dude, I know. I don't know how that dude will be out. And I mean, I hope to God his reckoning. So there was over 100 people that pressed charges, civil cases against him, and 99% of them were sexual assault. Well, the DAs have looked at him and basically weeded out what they were like, they don't even know them, they were never there, blah blah blah. 77 credible cases are now on the docket for him about sexual assault and things like that.
Yeah.
77, and they're all credible. They went through them to make sure, because they're like, out of the woodwork. And he's vehemently denying all of them, of course, but he vehemently denied that he ever beat vehemently denied that he beat Cassie, and we have proof.
I mean, there's literally like it's funny in the documentary, they're like, yeah, he didn't do, like, he's a good person, he didn't do that, and then there's video of him like
beating Cassie,
treating her like a punching bag over here, like legitimately
acting,
like.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, he wouldn't do that. Like when he did in the 90s, when he went to his partner who had 25%, who he grew up with, his quote unquote best friend. He went and then he, with a baseball bat, and threatened to kill him or beat him up if he didn't give him the 25%. Oh, I'll give it back to you, but he never did.
Yeah.
And then how about this? When Biggie died, and he made Biggie's estate pay for the funeral that he put out, the biggest, best funeral ever. He made Biggie's estate, his wife, his dead wife, with their newborn baby, pay for the funeral. Because he was like, yeah, I'm not paying for that. After he organized it. What a jerk. He is a jerk all around. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to say, what did you think about the whole entire thing? Like, was it okay for documentaries?
I thought it was pretty good documentary. I mean, I think it's the perfect, so us guys, so here's the thing, is that like a lot of long form content, I think my generation and especially men find enjoyable, but it's usually on something like, oh, look at this, like a Wendigoon video, like look at this crazy story or conspiracy, or like this game or something that's wild and it's like 5 hours long. I think that if you're someone that likes one of those, you'll probably like this, because a lot of documentaries don't hit that itch for me. But
wasn't it interesting about him? Because you,
I thought it was overall, I thought it was interesting, and it's something perfect. Like, if you've got something going on and like in already, right? Like you're doing something, maybe homework or a game, like put this on your other monitor or on your phone or something, like listen, and I think you'll be very entertained.
Yeah, even like working out, I think
Yeah,
you don't
working
have
out.
to see the people, but listening to the story,
Most of it's
does
audible. Like, yeah.
yeah, there is parts of it that I thought was kind of weird how they like totally went. I think it was the third part because it's very long. The third episode where they went way back to Tupac and Biggie and how they think that he had it to do with offing them, which I think he did, and that's been a rumor around since in the 90s when it first happened, that Diddy did it. I don't even know what
Diddy
was
done
going
did it.
from those days. I think he was going as Puff or something.
Puff Daddy.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah,
Those
Puff Daddy.
days. See, you have to question people who change their names like that. Psychologically, they're crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Let's look at his names. Yeah, he was Diddy, Puff, Puffy, and Puff Daddy.
Sean Combs first. He was Sean Combs. Then Puff
well,
Daddy.
Sean Combs is his real names. These are all of his stage names.
I know, but he used Sean Combs when he first came out too. So, so he's making the full circle now, right? So Puff Daddy.
Love and Brother Love were also his most recent nicknames.
Oh, really gross. You know, he tries to act like he's this really good person. He really is not. Deep down, that dude is dirty all the way. All of the way. And he's teaching his sons to be the same way from what the document said. Anyway, so it was Puff Daddy.
King Combs is the one that you're talking about.
Yeah. King Combs, P. Diddy, and what else?
Yeah, let's see. I'll just read them all off. Puff Daddy, Diddy, Puff, Puffy, and Brother Love.
Oh, whatever, Brother Love. That's what I think about it.
Hey, I don't want to see what Diddy's brotherly love looks like.
I know, right? It's like I don't know if I want to see that, but yeah, I think it's kind of hypocritical of him and his mom and his lawyers screaming that Netflix needs to take it down, like they're lying, and that it's all about 50 Cent. But it's not. It's clearly that he messed up. He doesn't pay people. There's lots of people throughout the document. Thank you. Who even said that he never fulfilled their obligations, and he would take money from them, give them back money. To this day, there was those women on the stand that he would do that to constantly. You know, say that he was going to give them money and then pull it if they didn't do something right, then pay their rent. I mean, he really holds people. Like, there's something about him that he holds them hostage financially. I think that's what he can do. And like in the video, everybody kept saying that he has to be the number one. People have to like him. I mean, at the end of the day, I just kept thinking he's a narcissist. He's one of the biggest narcissists I've ever seen. And he's all around not a good person at all. Like, I think anything that looks like a nice person is a fake. I don't think there's anything left of him that is a good person. What do you think?
The thing is though, it's like, and that's the thing, is that he's like, in these things, he seems charismatic, like he has your back, and that's what I think what really makes people like, oh, it might be me, or it might like,
like, I'm gonna question myself. I'm not reading this right.
Like
they all felt
like all
weird,
these
right?
people associate with him. Like, I mean, he must be fine. It's probably just me, like.
Yeah, all of them said that too. All of them were like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Like,
that's the casual manipulator tactic where it makes you feel like it is you, right? That's like,
it's your fault. Your fault for all of this. Yeah, that's called a narcissist when people do that. When they turn it around and make it look like you're the bad person.
Yeah, it's all gaslighting.
You're doing something wrong. Yeah, and gaslighting. But yeah, I just think that, I don't know. When he gets out, I hope that he disappears. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Whatever that looks like, it just disappears. That would be nice, because I think the world needs less of people like him, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying it. I'm saying it because that person is a disgusting human being and a POS. I mean, there's so many things. I can't even, in this podcast, we've already been on it, 30 minutes now?
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
I can't even say anything that's redeemable about the man. Nothing.
About what he's actually done? Like, exactly.
Anything that he tried to do that looked good is, when you look at it from the backward, it's all about him. Like when he would dance up in front. Oh, and like when Biggie died and he's like, no, I want to be on the cover now. Instead of doing a memorial for Biggie and letting him be on Rolling Stone's cover and saying, we love this guy. No, it had to be about Diddy. Everything has to be about him. He has to do the things that he wants to do. He sexually exploits women. I can't even believe that juror, that woman with her big, huge ass smile. How dare her? Like it makes me want to vomit.
I mean, yeah, legitimately, like that is the one chance that Biggie probably had to like be honored, and then he's like, well, I need to promote my shit, so
yeah, it was all about him. That's what I'm saying. He's like, there's nothing redeemable of him as a human being. His apologies and his I found God. Yeah, I see what your found God is. You think you are God.
Yeah.
That's his I found God. You can't trust a thing that comes out of that man's mouth because it's all about him and how he can benefit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
people like that they're gross. And he's raising his kids, I think, to be that way. And that's sad.
Yeah. We'll check back in 20 years when we find King Combs.
I know, right? Well, and I think his mother probably had a lot to do with all that too, the way that everybody talks about it.
It's like the cycle of abuse, man. It's continuing.
I think
onwards.
so. Yeah, I think so, definitely. Anyway, anything else you wanted to say about it after I forced you? It's a #1 on Netflix. You had to have watched it. I made you watch it. We did the whole thing about the trial, so that's why I made you watch it. Listen, people, I did make him watch it.
You're sounding like you forced me. Like all I did was I'm like, oh cool.
You're an adult. I don't make him do anything. He's an adult.
Instead of going out today, I'll just like load up a game or something and have this playing on my other monitor. Oh no, I do stuff like this anyways. Like I listen to stuff.
I know.
Like,
I'm just teasing you.
I booted up For Honor and I just enjoyed myself.
Teasing you that because you know what it is really? I nagged you. Is what.
Yeah.
I nagged you to watch it.
I don't think there's a single day where I haven't heard P. Diddy's name mentioned.
Since the documentary came out, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, come on, Mom. Keep P. Diddy out of your mouth, okay?
I know. That was gross. No, I mean, I wanted you to watch what I watched, and I wanted you to see after because we covered his whole trial a couple times. We talked about it, and I wanted you to what you thought about the documentary, you know, and how did it change your mind, or you know, for me, it made me even more dislike him. Like there was what little I thought maybe a redeeming quality, because you know me, I'm a forgiver. But I'm like, well, people can change sometimes. Maybe this might help him be a better person. Nope, he will never be a better person. That's how I felt at the end of the day. But no, you're an adult. You can do whatever you want. But I can nag as mom.
Yeah.
Moms are good at nagging.
But yeah, that's it for the actual thing itself.
Yeah, I think. What do you think? If anybody has any comments, if you think that
I can understand why people root for him, and that like it's almost like that little thing in the back of your mind, like that. I think he's someone that feeds off of people's darkness. Really,
I absolutely agree with that too.
Like if I was a person who had like that evil inclination to them, like a lot of people do, or low impulse control. I feel like
impulse control.
Yeah, like that little dark passenger in the back of their mind, like.
But I think most narcissists have low impulse control. I think that's one of the things that narcissism and people who hurt other people are low impulse control. You know, I just think that he's always been about him. And he's a go-getter. I mean, I guess I can say that.
Yeah, actually, that is actually a major sign of narcissism. Looking it up, have a very poor impulse control, a need for immediate gratification, entitlement, and difficulty managing intense emotions like shame or rage, leading to quick decisions, risk-taking, substance abuse, and relationship problems.
Yep. I mean, can you check off more? Check.
Yeah, the impulsivity stems from a need to avoid discomfort and vulnerability, causing them to act without thinking to escape uncomfortable feelings or perceived threats to their ego.
See?
I mean, yeah, I think he's the clearest case narcissist ever.
Yeah, that's all I kept thinking of when I was watching. I was like, oh my God, this dude is just all about him. everything is about him and how it fits into his scheme and how people affect him, and if they hurt him, they're gone. Basically, if they disobey him, they're gone. You know, everything, it just goes back to him. Like, he thinks he is the center of the universe.
Yeah.
And that ending, that guy that videotaped that poor production dude, I feel so bad for him. I really feel bad for that dude. I mean, but he had some good footage of like that Jesus thing. That, like, literally, I wanted to puke.
Well, because the whole thing about that, it was just one of them recording it. Like, that's how most things like that get leaked, is that they're just all hanging around. They all got all their phones out there recording, drinking, whatever.
Yeah, but it was the
bullshit.
producer dude himself. He was recording it all himself because he said he wanted to make sure that he had the context to follow up if he had to. He said he kept having really bad feelings about it all. Remember?
Yeah.
He was like, this didn't feel right. How is all these prostitutes coming here part of our production? Why are we partying like this?
How is this music? I think is exactly what he said.
Exact words. And he kept saying that about so much stuff. And he's like, and then he wouldn't let him leave. He wouldn't let him leave. He wouldn't let him leave. And he's just like, but he wanted this job so bad because he was promised to be the top of the production company and to get an award, right?
Yeah.
Producer, the producer of the company. That's what he was telling him. What a liar. Like, that's what he would do. He'd promise the moon, like I said, and give them a freaking speck of dirt. That's what he did.
And
anyway,
that is it, I think.
That is it. Hopefully he, like I said, disappears. And I'm not going to feel bad.
Yeah, just I think a lot of people are hoping. Look up the Breaking Bad Mike's guys scene, the prison one. Look that up, and you'll know what I mean.
You'll know it. Yeah, just disappear.
We'll see
what.
We'll see you guys later, though, before you actually just straight up saying, like...
I know, I would never. I'm just insinuating, because he could go off into another country, and then we'll never hear from him again. That would be nice, too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll see you guys later.
Yeah, and if we don't have... are we going to do another one before Christmas?
We'll have to see.
Yeah, we've been slow. Last week we didn't do one, did we? We've been slow because of the
holidays. They catch up with you.
Yep. All right, everybody, have a Merry Christmas if we don't talk to anybody
Yo
or
ho
put
ho,
up a thing.
Merry Christmas.
And a bottle of rum.
Merry Christmas, laddies.
You like your eggnog. Anyway.
I like me some
I guess
booty.
that's it. All right.
Toodles.
Bye.